Okay, well, we'll park that there now.
Yeah.
Dale, getting back to you and getting back to food, and we're talking a lot about food, of course, to do with your skin and foods that are really good for your skin and your face and all that. And I suppose we do spend a lot of money on cream, especially women and men.
Men as well, yeah.
Yeah, it's the biggest growing kind of industry now. So let's take a look at foods that have medicinal properties when it comes to your skin.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, a lot of it does start from within. You could put the best products in the world on your face, but if you're eating a really awful diet, you're still not going to look too great, you know?
It is, yeah. Okay, so let's take a look at the first food you've chosen, oily fish. How important is this?
Oily fish. This is an amazing one. I mean, firstly, it has an anti-inflammatory activity, very, very high in omega-3 fatty acids.
Right,
Okay.
so
These help the body to manufacture its own natural anti-inflammatory compounds. So if you're dealing with anything like acne, eczema, psoriasis, where you've got that active redness, that angriness, that's inflammation. Oily fish, the omega-3 fatty acids can actually help to take that inflammation down, reduce the severity of that lesion.
And that would be the same, I suppose, when you're talking about psoriasis and skin conditions like that. Would that help? Would oils help that?
Oh, yeah, absolutely, because it's targeting the actual inflammation. Like, I mean, you look at psoriasis, when it first becomes active, you get the redness and the irritation. That's inflammation. It can actually help.
And the thing then, Dale, it would be to eat it on a regular basis as well. Not just once a month, probably once or twice a week.
It's not like you sit down to one meal and all of a sudden it would clear it up. It's just an ingredient that you would need to increase your intake.
A couple of times a week, would that be enough?
Probably even more than that if
you like it, yeah. Okay, sweet potato. I mean, it's a great food at this time of year. I love it
Sweet
myself.
potatoes, they're gorgeous. We've all heard about antioxidants. The whole antioxidant thing has been drummed into us for ages, but we all automatically assume that all antioxidants are equally as good for us and that they all do the same thing. Antioxidants are important for the health of the skin, but you need the right types. You need ones that are fat soluble, okay, which means they will actually start to accumulate in fatty tissues, like the subcutaneous layer of the skin. The orange flesh of sweet potatoes is given by a compound called beta-carotene, a very, very potent fat-soluble antioxidant.
We've heard of that. That helps in tanning your skin and all that.
It does. I mean, you look at people that eat a lot of carotenoids and they actually get a condition called hypercarotenemia, where they get like a slight orangey, yellowy tinge to the skin.
But I mean, sweet potato, then it's an antioxidant as well.
Yeah, sweet potato, carrots, mangoes, any of those kind of things that have got...
So forget the tanning boots and all these kind of tans in a bottle.
So you need to eat a whole load of carrots and sweet potato.
You'd have to eat heaps of it, though, over a long amount of time, I'd imagine, for it to take effect, though.
Oh, to actually...
You're not eating it, obviously, to
affect skin pigmentation, you'd have to be doing something pretty crazy. But to actually support things like collagen and elastin, for example, the actual structural proteins within the skin that gives skin its firmness and plumpness, to actually support their health, just consuming those things.
It's vitamin A, I mean, really, isn't that what beta-carotene?
It's plant form vitamin A,
Okay, shellfish, and of course high in zinc, which is really good if you've got spots and if you've got acne.
Yeah, absolutely. One of the things that zinc does is actually regulate the activity of the sebaceous glands, the oil-producing glands. If the skin is a little bit too oily, sufficient zinc can tone it down. If the skin's too dry, it can actually ramp it up. But also, zinc is vital for dealing with infections. So, as you rightly said, things like acne, where there's active infection, zinc is used by our white blood cells to regulate the way in which they respond to specific stimuli.
Great. And I suppose this time of the year as well, maybe for colds and flus, does zinc help?
Oh, absolutely,
What I like about it as well, just from the pictures there as well, when you're saying shellfish and salmon, they're not boring at all. They look really interesting.
No, you're right, actually. Lots of variety.
Absolutely. Everyone automatically assumes that health food is like, sprouted mung beans and wonga wonga berries. Do you know what I mean? It's like normal, nice, fantastic ingredients,
But as though I said, it is shellfish. I mean, I love squid and lots of different shellfish. And there's a good variety out there, isn't there, when it comes to shellfish?
Loads of zinc in that.
Okay. Now, in front of you there, you've got some Brazil nuts. Now, what are they high in?
Brazil nuts, they're very high in something called selenium. It's a mineral that the body actually uses to create its own kind of housekeeping enzymes. Enzymes called superoxide dismutase and glutathione peroxidase, big mouthful. Those enzymes are used to actually protect cells from chemical damage and also remove waste materials from the cells as well.
So they're really important.
So very, very good for protecting from environmental damage, like pollution, ultraviolet radiation.
And grow as well, I mean, selenium comes from the soil as well, so if you don't have selenium-rich soil, it's very important to probably supplement or else eat something like... And a couple of those would be enough, wouldn't it, to get your amount of selenium?
There's a lot of controversy about that. Everyone always says like 2 or 3 Brazil nuts, that will be enough. Obviously, there's going to be variation between batches, but a few a day.
Dale, Mary from Cork got in contact with us and she says, what foods are good for kidney function?
For kidney function? Well, obviously that's quite generic, but I would say celery is an interesting one. Very, very high in potassium, and also a group of chemicals called coumarins. The thing actually responsible for the strong smell. And these are the same things that you smell when someone's cutting the grass.
Yes.
They actually work as a very, very mild irritant to the filtration system in the kidney and stimulate urinary output.
And is that why celery is a natural diuretic?
Absolutely, yeah. If anyone has had the experience of drinking celery juice, like go to a juice bar and get a juice with a lot of celery in it, it will make you go.
You will, yeah, okay. Just
things moving.
finally and quickly, you've got pumpkin seeds there as well.
Pumpkin seeds, right. This is a vegetarian option for the zinc, really.
Yeah.
So if you don't want to eat shellfish, pumpkin seeds are an amazing source.
Okay, very good. Well, Dale is going to stay with us because we're going to be putting together a great salad, a really healthy boosting salad a little bit later on, and we will take a lot more of those questions. So do get your questions into Dale, of course. As we said, he will answer questions on various ailments that you may be suffering from. Of course, we're on Facebook. You can tweet us at RTE Today, or you can drop us an email today@rte.ie, or text the word today followed by your comment to 53555.
Yes, we also have the latest spring fashion for the guys coming up, and Catherine Fulvio gets all Italian on some pork fillet. We'll see you after this.
I'll see you in a few minutes.